Yeah.
Right.
We're not going to not dance. Like, come on.
Right. It's like Footloose. Footloose features
That's
a
right.
slasher.
Oh my God, that's right. It's Footloose as a slasher. Holy shit.
As a slasher.
Don't you fucking dance in this town.
No dancing. We're going to do it anyway.
Welcome to the Opening Kill Podcast.
Before we begin, a quick warning. Opening Kill is a horror podcast that contains adult language, disturbing themes, and graphic descriptions of violent acts, especially the kills featured in each film. We also dive deep into plot details and character arcs. So if you haven't seen the movie we're covering, expect full spoilers ahead. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Opening Kill, the horror podcast that slices deep into the genre we love. We're talking slashers, supernatural nightmares, creature features, and everything in between. Every episode, we break down a different horror film. From its killer cold open to its blood-soaked finale, we track the body count, analyze the scares, and give credit where it's gruesomely due. From iconic franchises to hidden gems, you'll find them all here. Hosted by filmmaker and horror scholar Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran, lifelong genre fan and screen scene specialist. So sharpen your knives, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. This is Opening Kill.
Welcome to Opening Kill, episode number 54. We've got a exciting show. My name, as always, is Michael Duran, and I am joined by my fabulous co-host, Mr. Brian O'Connor.
Thank you. Are you sure you're always Michael Duran? I wonder about that sometimes.
Every once in a while, I'll make a little bit of a change, but as a whole, usually it's just the old MD.
Nice. All right. And we also want to welcome a very special guest. It's Aaron from A&B Horror Movies. And Aaron, welcome to Opening Kill.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited. This is going to be awesome.
So tell us, before we get into this week's movie, tell us a little bit about A&B Horror Movies.
Absolutely. So you can find me on YouTube. On my channel, I do a number of interviews with industry professionals, directors, actors, producers, mainly talking about horror movies. I also do live streams with other collectors where we share our love for physical media and collectibles. And just sort of geek out. It's a lot of fun. We usually have a good time. So you can find me on YouTube at A&B Horror Movies. I'm also on Instagram at Aaron's Movies 8587, where I show off my physical media collection and my collectibles and connect with other horror fans and lovers of physical media.
You know, there's, in my opinion, nothing better than physical media. I worked in a video store when I was in high school. And I mean, there's something just so cool about being able to pull a movie off the shelf, rent it, and take it home and watch it. And yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes, absolutely. Long live physical media, right? Takes me
Right.
back, all those, the rental days. We'd go, and there was nothing better than a Friday night going into the video store, and that one horror movie that had just come out was in on the shelf, or someone had just returned it. Get the film,
Right.
you go home, you call your buddies up and say, I got it. I got Friday the 13th, part 7. Come over to my house tonight at 8, right? Those are the days.
Hell yeah.
So, and like, you're right, to hold it, the physical copy of it, there's something that streaming will never capture there.
You just hit on something really cool. That was like probably the best thing is when you go to the video store, the movie you want isn't there, but then you see somebody return it right as you're there, and the excitement, you're
Yes.
like, mine.
Oh my God. Yes, right. Do you remember going up to the counter and asking, what did they just return? Or what's in the
Yes.
return bin? I'm looking for
Yep.
this. Or
Oh, the
there
return
was this
bin.
one video store.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one video store where I grew up, you could let them know what movie you wanted, and they would put your name on the list, and they would call you when that movie was in, and you drop everything and be like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Or they'd say, well, hold it for 20 minutes. Right? You're like, I'll be there in 10.
Right.
That's awesome.
Don't give it away. I am on the way.
Don't give it away. Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, we are just a couple of days out now from Valentine's Day, which leads us to this week's movie. We are bringing you the classic slasher, My Bloody Valentine, a movie that Quentin Tarantino calls his very favorite slasher. So, and there's a reason for that. It was directed by George Mihulka, written by John Baird, released February 11th, 1981. Runs about 90 minutes, and it gets an R rating. There were some controversy. There was definitely controversy on its release when it came out. So, it had to deal with some rating issues.
Yeah, the MPAA really cut down a lot of the kill scenes. I was able to, the version I watched has some of those kills like re-entered into the movie. The quality on those specific scenes are dog shit, but it's still cool to have them. And it's always just a shame some of these, specifically in the 80s, these slashers that just got so cut down because of the MPAA back then. Like, I'm glad we don't have to really deal with that as much nowadays, because a film like Terrifier will just be like, well, we're just going to release it unrated then, who get like whatever. So it's cool now that we don't have to deal so much with that. But yeah, it was a shame how much it was cut.
It is interesting to see what gets through now and what couldn't get through all those years ago. You're right, Michael. It's amazing.
And what was cut from, if I could jump in, what was cut from My
Sure.
Bloody Valentine, it was like slivers, cut a little bit here, cut a little bit here. So it's gone, right? It's not something that's out there in someone's garage. It's just gone,
Right.
never to be reclaimed.
So it was filmed primarily in Nova Scotia, Canada. It stars Paul Kelman, Laurie Hallier, Neil Affleck, and Keith Knight, to name a few. At the box office, it made $6 million on a $2.3 million budget. Its tagline, "There's more than one way to lose your heart," which is pretty amazing. Once we get into this, if you've not seen it, you'll understand why. And it was nominated for grand prize at the Avoriaz Fantastic Film Festival. So,
So it's an award-nominated film. That's what I'm
it
hearing.
is an award-nominated film. Absolutely. It's good anytime a horror film gets nominated for anything. It's fantastic. Sinners, I think, is kind of an anomaly that many Oscar nominations breaks a record, and it's a horror film. That's pretty astounding. But yeah, if you get one or two nominations at these small festivals or whatever, that also is pretty damn cool.
Absolutely.
In my humble opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a horror freak.
Just a horror podcaster.
That's right.
Yeah. And you're in good company.
Yes, I can feel that. So if you've not seen this movie, it's about a decades-old folktale surrounding a deranged murderer killing those who celebrate Valentine's Day. Turns out to be true to legend when a group defies the killer's order to not have a Valentine's Day party this year in this town, and people start turning up dead. And again, Quentin Tarantino has named this as his all-time favorite slasher. It is 1981's My Bloody Valentine. So it starts out with a very interesting scene, not what I was expecting. We go down inside to a mine shaft, Michael.
Yeah, we have two miners in their full little gear, and they're kind of just walking around, and they reach this little alcove, and then one of the miners removes their mask, revealing, oh, my God, not a worker at all. That is a young woman. And then she kind of starts to undress a little bit, and the other individual, he sticks his pickaxe into the wall besides her, not setting off any red flags quite yet. And then she starts like teasing him by stroking his little breathing tube a little suggestively.
Right.
And that's when he's had enough, and he grabs her and then slams her against the pickaxe. And you get this cool little effect where you see like the skin start to come up, and then finally the pickaxe ends up bursting through. And that's when we get our opening kill.
The opening kill.
That's right. And what's cool about this is the pickaxe comes out through her chest, right through that heart that's there. So perfect timing on that. Yes.
Yeah, she's got a little heart tattoo. It's multiple hearts got demolished on that woman.
Definitely. So, Aaron, we have a feature here. It's either a butcher knife kill, meaning really cool, or a butter knife kill. And I'll give this a butcher knife kill. This was unexpected, and I thought it was a great way to get things going right out of the gate.
Yeah, I think it's you get that little kind of surprise-ish moment when the mask comes off, and then you have a solid little effect with the skin kind of getting burst through. So I'm going to give it the old butcher knife as well. It's solid.
Absolutely. I have to agree with you there. Definitely a butcher knife kill. It's a perfect way to start a slasher because we haven't really seen a lot of, slashers set in a mine like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's unexpected. It's shocking. And from that point onward, you're in for a fun ride with My Bloody Valentine.
Definitely.
Yeah, the mine shaft is so unique. Like, I don't think there's ever been another one, and there definitely wasn't one since. Well, besides the remake, but yeah,
right.
It adds to the creepiness because one, claustrophobic, so that's automatically making me uncomfortable, and so yeah, it's a great location.
Right. I mean, think of like The Descent. What was going for that film? I mean, it's a great story, but it's that claustrophobic underground nature that in itself is terrifying. Throw in a pickaxe wielding killer, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, it really is. So we're in the town of Valentine Bluffs, and Mayor Hanniger has just reinstated the traditional Valentine's Day dance. It's a celebration that was suspended for 20 years after a deadly disaster, which we're going to find out about here in just a few minutes. Well, no, you know what? We'll do it now. 2 decades earlier,
let's just do it.
on the night of the Valentine's Day dance, mine supervisors abandoned their posts to attend the dance, neglecting to check methane levels in the mine. And there was an explosion, and we get 5 people that are now trapped underground in this mine.
Yeah, their coworkers are trapped, and they're off having a jolly good time at the Valentine's dance, and you see them drinking and oblivious to the disaster that they left their crew to.
Right, exactly. And so now with the dance revived 20 years later, we have some of the young people, including Gretchen, Dave, Hollis, Patty, Sylvia, Howard, Mike, John, Tommy, and Harriet, eagerly preparing to celebrate. We also have a love triangle between Sarah, Axel, and TJ, who is the mayor's son, and it gets a little tense.
Yeah, those 2 boys start acting an absolute fool to try to win the fair maiden's affections. It's kind of entertaining. It's one of my favorite parts of this movie is because I think it's handled pretty well and pretty realistically to where, I don't know, I enjoy that aspect.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's fun, right? That whole sort of challenge and trying to win the girl over. It's fun. It's a nice kind of aside from the kills.
Yeah, gives you something else.
Yeah. So the mayor and the police chief, they're driving away. They had just been in there. And right before they left, one of the kids comes out, running out and says, "Mayor, somebody delivered this box of Valentine chocolates for you." And so he's like, "Oh, well, who?" And well, no, it was here before we got here, so we don't know. And so the mayor and the police chief take off. He waits until they get down the road before he opens it. And inside is a heart, a real heart, and a note with a threat that says the killings are going to resume if this Valentine's dance continues.
Yes, I love how this heart looks. It looks a little bit like sloppy Joe meat, just put into a little pile and with some red paint. It's so cheesy, but I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a great little effect.
Oh, it's so good.
Right.
It's like, dun, dun, dun. It's a real heart. And there's a warning, right?
Yes.
It's like the creepy guy at the rural gas station saying, "Don't go down there. Don't stay at that cabin in the woods." And what do?
Yes.
They go stay at the cabin in the woods. Or the Prowler comes to mind. Let's have the dance. But if we do, people will die. But who cares? Let's have the dance anyway. Same thing with My Bloody Valentine.
The Prowler is so good. The Prowler is so underrated.
Right? Yeah, I love that.
Prowler's a great
The dance must go on, right?
That's right.
We're not going to not dance. Like, come on.
Right. It's like Footloose. Footloose.
That's right.
Slasher.
Oh my God, that's right. It's Footloose as a slasher. Holy shit.
As a slasher.
Don't you fucking dance in this town.
No dancing. We're going to do it anyway.
Yes.
Can't tell us what to do.
So now we've got everybody gathered at the bar. And Happy, the bartender, now tells them the full story of what happened at the mine 20 years ago.
Yep.
An explosion caused a cave-in that trapped 5 miners underground. Only one of them survived, a guy by the name of Harry Warden. And to survive, he resorted to cannibalism and then just went crazy. So he basically ate the other miners' bodies. Don't know if he killed them or if they were killed in the accident, but those are kills 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the following year, he went out and he murdered the negligent supervisors, removing their hearts and placing them in Valentine candy boxes alongside, the warnings never to hold the dance again. Kills 6 and 7 right there. So already within the first 10, 12 minutes of the movie, we are 7 kills deep.
Love it. And it's hard to hold him to put too much negative light on him where you're like, I mean, they kind of deserved it. Those 2 supervisors, they were very negligent. And so
Sure.
you kind of see where he's coming from. You're like, all right, you get the 2. Let's keep it at the 2 and everything will be fine.
And don't go too
Warden
overboard,
was then
but it's still
Exactly.
fun.
Warden was put in an institution and the town just kind of went on, but the dance was discontinued and until it's brought back. So let's go to the laundromat now, Michael, because
Let's do that.
this is an excellent scene and an excellent kill coming up.
Yeah, we've got this adorable lady. She runs this laundromat, and you see the killer kind of walking up. You see his little boots walking up. You get a POV shot of him staring in at her, and she ends up being attacked. And we don't fully see what happens to her until the next morning, when the chief of police shows up. And they have a little moment where they open up one of the washing machines and outpours
the dryer.
Yeah, because the heat.
Yeah.
And outpours this woman's body just burnt to a crisp. And one of those extended death scenes is right here because it just shows the washing machine still spinning and her body is just doing all these flips while hanging out.
Going.
Which it's hard not to laugh at that because you're like, stop just push the stop
turn it
button.
off.
Give this woman some dignity.
Oh
but
my
instead,
gosh.
she's just flapping in the wind, just doing spins. And no, it's a good kill. The effects on this body, it's gross. It's grody. Ugh.
It is. It is.
And she didn't
It's so
deserve
good.
that.
You feel bad for her. I was
You
just going to
do.
say that. You do feel bad for this poor woman.
She was
Still,
I
it's a
would-
great kill, though.
It is a great
From
kill. She was probably my favorite person in this movie. She was just so sweet.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
she had a thing for the mayor too.
Probably.
I don't know, just the way
that was
she
her
looked at him.
downfall.
Yeah,
That was it, yeah.
exactly.
Gosh, and that
Jeez.
whole washer dryer scene, I don't think we saw anything quite as good as that until maybe Identity. If you've seen that film, there's the head in the dryer.
Oh,
years
that's
later.
right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And I don't know if
Yeah.
that's an homage to My Bloody Valentine, but there's something there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Dryers really
Right.
are a underutilized killing vessel for horror movies. I think we need to
Mhm.
bring some of those back.
The biggest
Yeah.
flaw, though, imagine the smell. How could you walk
Yeah.
into a room and be like, you would smell that, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
The
Oh, you
strength
would
Oh, yeah.
of
think.
that.
Oh God, that
Like
burning
cooking-
flesh. I mean, ugh.
burning flesh mixed with Downy fabric softener, right? Or
Maybe
those
that's what helped
the dryer
conceal the scent.
sheets.
Yeah.
The dryer sheets.
The
That's
killer
it.
knew. He's like, I'm
God.
going to pour all the Downy in this. We're going to keep this
Yes.
smell under
Yeah,
wraps.
we're gonna put the
Right.
whole box of dryer sheets in with this one.
It's going to help make the skin crispy too.
No wrinkles. Yeah.
Everything's smooth.
Yeah,
Or
we don't want
static,
none of that
no static.
grossness.
Yes. Well, right before she encountered the killer, she had been in the back and she came out and there was a box, a Valentine's Day candy box on the counter where it wasn't there before. So
Right.
she goes up and she's all smiles and she opens it and there's an ominous note. Roses are red, da 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 da. This something is dead and so are you. And that's when, he steps out and he's got one of his pickaxe. So that's how she ends up dying. But so they're about to wheel her out on the gurney. And the chief of police says a couple of things. First of all, he says, do not tell anybody about this. If anybody asks or whatever, she died of a heart attack. We don't want to cause a panic. And then out of her
Obviously.
chest, obviously, and then out of her chest cavity, he pulls out that note that the killer had stuffed in there after removing her heart. I'm assuming he did because he removes everybody's hearts. And that's when they start to realize, oh, no, it's happening all over again. So, and the police chief Newby had actually called the institution where Harry Warden was sent 20 years prior. And they tell him they have no record of him ever being there. So the lady who's there, who's working, says he could have either been transferred, released, or he's on the slab. And he's like, well, that's not good enough. We have weird things happening. And then later that day, he finds Mabel's body and really goes into panic mode. And at this point, the mayor and him are both like, we got to cancel this dance or things are really going to get bad in this town.
I just love the audacity of that decision to be like, say it's a heart attack. Like she had a heart attack, slipped, fell into the dryer, hit the start button, closed the door. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
That's a believable tale.
Yes, sure. Everybody will buy
I
it.
think so. I think so too. Makes sense.
Happy?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Happy the bartender doesn't buy it for 1 minute. We'll find that out because he's going to talk to, the kids again. But so the dance is canceled. But the young people in town decide, wouldn't it be fun to go to the mine and host our own party? And that's when Happy the bartender warns them not to do it. He goes out there to set up a scare prank. And what happens to him? It's not good.
This is a great scene because he is so tickled pink by his little contraption that he's rigged up that he opens it because he has a pulley system to where he opens it up. This miner outfit like puts a pickaxe out at you when you open the door, and he is so stoked. He's just like opening it and shutting it and opening it and shutting it. He does it like 5 or 6 times, and then the last time he does it, boom, that's a real dude, and he gets a pickaxe up through the throat and it comes out his eye. This is another extended kill. The version I saw, you see the eye just pop out in the pickaxe there. It's a really good effect on this, and it's a shame that it wasn't just included in the original theatrical version.
Great effect.
I think I'm pretty sure I watched like the version that got released because I didn't get to see a lot of these extended kills, but I was imagining where they would be. And that was one of them that I thought, I'll bet this is supposed to be longer than what it actually is. But yeah, so it is. So that was one of them.
You can find them on YouTube. You just Bloody Valentine edited gore and all the scenes will pop up.
Nice. I would love to see this come back to the theater in its entirety around Valentine's Day. They always do that with movies. They'll bring some of these classics back to the big screen. This should definitely be one of those.
Oh, yeah. And they could even do what they do with Jaws, where they they'll screen it in like a body of water. They could just put you down in a mine shaft.
yeah, they could.
Blowing some methane gas. What could go wrong?
Let's give everyone the black lung. Like,
what could possibly go wrong with that idea?
Some smoke. Yeah, absolutely. But they could do the minor popcorn buckets. I'd be all over that.
Oh, yeah.
How cool would that be? Right.
That'd be sick. Everything's getting a popcorn bucket. We need some of these 80s classics to get re-released with those popcorn buckets.
Michael has an Art the Clown popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
he brought it over to me, and I told him
yeah.
to take it home.
I do too.
It was too creepy for my house.
The Santa one? Santa Claus one? Yeah, I've got that one too. I just picked up the Sinners. AMC put out a Sinners popcorn bucket. It's like a guitar case, and the stickers on it are different variations of the Sinners posters.
That's sick.
It's very
cool.
Very
Scream
cool.
7, they kind of just released their run of popcorn buckets. They look cool. So there's one that's just like basically a full like torso of Ghostface, and then the one I really want is this rectangle one, and the front is a door that Ghostface is bursting through. And it looks really cool. So I'm definitely going to be picking up some of those when they drop.
I'll definitely get that too. Yeah.
They look cool.
Yeah. Not long now, a few more weeks.
So the party is going on now at the mine. They're in one of the main, like the office building or wherever. And lots of shenanigans are happening. And then Dave one of the young people, goes into the kitchen where on the oven, on the stove, a couple of the girls have been boiling up some hot dogs. And so they're cooking. And so he leans over and the killer is there and shoves his face down into the boiling water. And later, the girls come back in and they discover a big chunk of meat has been put into that boiling water. It's a human heart. I don't think they really know what it is at that moment. It's just something gross.
I don't think I would have been able to identify what that is because it just kind of looks gray and like
a big piece of chicken or something. You know?
But the best part of this kill is when his face is in the pot of boiling water and you get this camera shot looking up as if it's from the bottom of the pot and you see just him getting mangled and burnt to death, but there's like little hot dogs just floating by his face
around.
And I wanted so badly for one to just slip in his mouth. That would have been so funny.
And take a bite, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat a hot dog on my way out. Give me a glizzy. I need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, boiled hot dogs, not at the top of my list.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Especially when your flesh is getting burnt in that water as well. That's going to affect the flavor for sure.
That. Yes.
Yeah, totally. So Dave is kill number 10. Then we cut to John and Sylvia, who are making out in the shower room, and they've got all the mining gear, the uniforms, outfits, whatever they are. They're hung up above them. And John decides, I should go back into the main building and grab some beers because she wants beers and she wants a beer. And the original question was, do you know what we need? And he pulls out a condom. I'm already ready, baby. And then she goes, well, yeah, but beer. So he leaves her alone. And John goes back into the main building to grab some beers.
It's the ultimate way to get separated in a slasher. One person's going to go off to get beer. It's a tried and true way to get people alone.
Yeah, look at Halloween.
I was just going to say.
Perfect. That's perfect example. I stole your moment.
Absolutely. No, you're fine.
Scream.
Steal them all. But yeah,
and
exactly.
Scream, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Be right back. Yes. I'm sure there are countless others that we're not thinking of.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Two of the girls at the party, the ones that were making the hot dogs, discover Dave's heart, as we mentioned, and his head is in the fridge because when John comes in to get the beer. He opens up the refrigerator, and there's the head, but they don't see it at that time. And
he's
so
a bit
he's
preoccupied.
Joking. Yes, very much, very much. So we go back to the shower room. Sylvia starts hearing creaking noises, and the mining outfits above her start moving around a little bit. And then they start dropping onto her from above. Someone's cutting them all loose. Somebody's also turning on the showers, creating a pretty good layer of steam. And this is a great scene.
Yeah, it's such a cool ambiance for what's about to happen. You have miner outfits everywhere, so it's like which one's a real human body? Then you get the steam. And my favorite aspect in this movie, there's a few characters that do this exact move. This is one of the best instances where they're like, the director's like, okay, I need you to portray fear. And their go-to is just hands on their head. No.
Or they got,
nailed it.
Yes.
Because she says no.
Do it again.
He's like, I need you to say no about 87 more times to really sell this scene.
Yes.
But she's just running around, running into miner suits, steam
and
flying
no one hears
everywhere.
Anything. Yeah, no one hears this happening. It is a fantastic scene, but what's the plausibility of that? How could one person enact all of that? I mean, it looks fantastic, and it's
the chances
scary,
is 0%. Like that's
exactly.
No
but it's so
could have
good.
done that.
It's so good.
It's a great setup.
Is.
Like in slashers where someone's toward the end, it always happens in the final act. The main character, like the final girl, is running, and as she's running, bodies just kind of swing from trees, like on cue. Right? Yes. What are the chances that would happen? But it's just so much fun in the moment when you're watching it.
It's part of the final girl, the final circuit. Yeah, you have to have it.
Absolutely.
If you don't get it, then you feel a little bit let down. But it's absolutely a little ridiculous. Let's be real.
Yes. So one
Right.
example comes to mind in Friday the 13th when Alice is running and the body falls from the tree just as she's running by and she screams. It's like, what are the chances that would happen? But it's so good.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Yeah, it's effective for sure.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
yeah, we've got this pretty good layer of steam going, and finally the killer emerges, picks her up by the head, and just impales her on a shower fixture. Kill 11. So that's
And,
the end of Sylvia.
This is another extended kill that I have to just tell about a little bit about the extra gore that we get. You see her head actually go in it, and her eyes actually get big, and they look like they're about to like burst out. And then you get a little bit extended where her body's found, and the pipe comes out her mouth, and water is just pouring out of her open mouth. Like it's so good. It makes me so bummed. I'm like, imagine, because I just think about the effect makeup person, and you worked so hard on this film, and then your work just gets cut. Like your money shot, the one that really mattered, and they just like, no, can't have it. Like that would bum me out if I was a makeup effect artist.
Yeah, it's tragic. It's too bad that we lost those. Well, we do have the scenes like you're referring to, but the quality isn't what the final film is. So even if you watch it spliced in, you can tell, right?
Oh yeah,
Kind of like Silent Night, Deadly Night. The first one, they've added those extra scenes in, but they're so grainy and the quality is so poor that it just like the 4K version couldn't even do anything with those scenes, and they decided not to go with them.
And it's like
it's
they
sad.
did have some of them, like the ones I talk about, but there was over like 9 minutes cut, and the stuff that I was able to see was only around 4 minutes. So there's still like 5 minutes that just got lost. Like it just doesn't exist anymore, which is a shame.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. And I talked to George Mihalka last year about that, and he said they were unrelenting. They kept having to cut more, and it's just lost forever. So
there's no backup files or anything. It was just legit film that, once that's gone, it's just gone. Like
it was physical film that they were hand cutting.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so crazy to think about too. Like literally slicing these little pieces of film to make the cuts instead of just copy delete like you would do nowadays.
Right? Oh my God. And slicing them, and those physical pieces actually falling to the cutting room floor. Literally. Right?
If I was a filmmaker back then, I would have saved every bit of that film and just kept it to myself.
Well, I'm sure many
and then maybe sell it back to the companies when they're looking to do like a re-release. Well, lucky for you, because I'm a thief, I've got that stuff.
Yes. Well, there were so many horror movies coming out at that time, though. I don't think they knew which ones were really going to hit and have such longevity. And I think My Bloody Valentine is one of those films. I got to chat again with George recently, and he's described his film as just as good as a modern film, but almost like a peace movie, in that it looks like it was filmed today, but set in 1981. And I completely agree with the camera, the cameras they had to use in the tunnels because they couldn't bring certain lights down there because of a fire risk. The quality of it speaks for itself. And I think that's why there's such longevity with My Bloody Valentine.
I completely agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think that they do some things with characters as well that and it's little things. It's nothing crazy that we have to go deep into, but specifically with that the love triangle, like they just have moments with these characters that make them feel real and not just like fodder, like which is a trope that unfortunately a lot of slashers do fall into, with just these are just one-dimensional characters and they don't matter. We're just going to kill them.
Yeah. Yes, I completely agree. It's authentic. They seem like real people. It seems like this is their life. These are their lives. They work in the mines. They don't really have a lot of fun other than, their weekends. They meet at I don't know, they go to, what's the name of the bar? Happy's Place. I forget.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. So there's not a lot of joy in their lives, right? They have kind of tough jobs, tough existence, and it just feels real.
And the town itself is just so charming that it's almost a character as well. It's just like that sounds like a fun place to go. That would be such a destination around Valentine's Day. Without the killings.
Without the killings.
Of
And
course,
because
yes.
I was born and raised in a small town. I always have such affection for small towns, especially. I think those are probably my favorite horror movies, ones that take place like on the coast in small towns, because that's where I was, born and raised, over on the Oregon coast. So, yeah, you're right. This town is very endearing.
Yeah. Like I want to spend time there. I want to get a trip because it's just such a cute little town.
Yeah, very much so. Like, and then when word gets out that there's another dance in Valentine's Bluff, let's hit the road, man. We're going to another dance.
Mm-hmm.
When they get over all these deaths and they decide to throw the parties once again, I'll be there.
Right. What can go wrong?
Yeah. It's not going to happen a third time.
Words.
Like,
come on, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So John makes it back out to the shower room with the beers, and he finds Sylvia's head hanging there, water spouting out of her mouth. And you only get to see it from the side watching the movie, but he's just like, he drops the beer and he's just staring. And yeah, her mouth is basically a fountain at this point.
And we get another like, okay, I need you to act scared. And he just says, oh.
I love that. I love that you keep doing that. Hands on your head.
It's my favorite. Awesome. I don't know why it stuck out so much in this movie, but I'm like, that's all they do. And I love it. It's so charming.
Yeah, it pretty much is. So several of the party goers want to take a tour of the mine tunnels. That's always a good idea to do when things like this are happening.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, bodies are soon discovered and panic ensues. And things just get a little bit out of control here. TJ and Axel, we're going to jump a little bit here. Now we'll enter the mine tunnels to try and find the rest of the party goers. And Mike and Harriet, a couple, decide to branch off from the group. They want to go make out and do other things in the engine room get a little of alone time going on here. So got to have some of that in these movies too.
Something that is impressive now that I'm not a teenager is the overwhelming power of teenage horniness, because like there's nothing in me would be like, I'm in a mine, let's go do it. Like,
yes, in the engine
just like
room.
No, that would be the furthest thing from my mind. And if someone asked me like, do you want to go? I'm like, fuck off. No, I don't want to go have sex right now. I'm panicking. I'm in a fucking mine. I'm worried about it collapsing. Like, no, thank you. I'm not gonna be adding any
methane gas.
I don't want to blow up. Like, I don't want to get trapped here and suffocate. Like, no, I am not thrilled or horny to be here.
Right.
Although it makes sense that they go to the engine room because the shower room's already taken. So
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
There are only so many options in the mine.
Nothing that can ruin the mood of having sex than a body hanging with water spilling out of her mouth. I mean, that's not going to ruin the mood. Yeah, it should do it.
Absolutely not.
Well, the killer is just there now, kind of, stalking everybody. He's smashing the light bulbs that line the tunnels. And the other four hear that. They start to get nervous. And then they bump into TJ. He finally finds the main group and warns them that they have to leave now. And they're like, oh my God. And he starts telling them, all of this legend stuff is true and, it's all coming back. So get out of here. And Hollis discovers Mike and Harriet. And I liked Hollis. He was kind of like the big, party goofball guy. Seemed to be maybe the more mature of most of the folks here, although he's the one that
seems older. I don't know if he is actually older or if it's just kind of how he looks, but he did have that vibe of seniority. Right. And by seniority, I mean like 25 as opposed to like 18.
As opposed to 18. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very insightful. Yes.
Yes.
Well, Mike and Harriet had been getting it on, and they were killed by a huge drill bit, this huge thing. And it was kind of like one of those kills from Friday the 13th that you see where 2 with 1, basically, because they're both impaled by the drill, one on top of the other. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool little shot we get of their bodies. I love that.
Now, was this an extended cut too, or not?
Oh yeah, did it not really show the body?
Nah. We didn't get to see the kill in the version I watched.
You don't see the kill in the version, but you see like there's a good lingering shot of the bodies afterwards. Yeah.
And
you see the corks, like the drill, and there's like pieces of little flesh hanging from it, and it's gnarly. Yeah, you get some extra gore there.
It is. I have seen that one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch this extended cut because
dude,
I missed out on all the good stuff, man.
Just go to YouTube. It's like a 4-minute video, and it just
shows it all
right
together,
there.
right? Yeah, everything.
Perfect. We'll just do that.
That's still available, right?
I love that, like, fans will do that. We're like, we're not going to make you hunt down this obscure version that's so hard to find. I lucked into it. I don't know. And then, they just like, we're going to throw it on YouTube, and boom. YouTube's a beautiful thing for that.
It is.
And Hollis, as soon as he discovers the bodies, he is killed by a nail gun. And you know, Michael, how much I love a nail gun kill. Well, we get one here.
We do. And these are like the biggest nails I've ever seen get shot out of a nail gun, because I'm used to like the ones that are just like a couple inches long. These ones are gigantic, and you see him get tagged in the side of the head, and there's this giant like railroad track size nail hanging out of his fucking head. And then we also see the guy. It's so good. And the killer loads up another one, and he gets shot dead in the forehead. Does not kill him immediately, though. Like, this man has some strength to him, and he's able to hobble away until a couple of the other teens find him, and then he decides this is a good place to die. He was like, I'm not going to die without scarring some teens for the rest of their life by seeing this horribly mangled head with nails sticking out of it. But I loved that character, and I was sad when he passed, because he was fun. He just seemed like a dope. I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Very sad. I agree. Good kill, though. And you kind of like that he lingered, right?
Yeah, he didn't. He had some fight in him.
It was like his final moments, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it reminded me instantly of Scream 4 when Anthony Anderson gets stabbed in the forehead, and he kind of just still is able to move only about like 20 feet, but you just see this guy fighting for his life, even though he's got nothing left. He's like, I have to at least take a few more steps. Die with some dignity.
Going. Yes. Was it the Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Was it Pee Wee Herman? That actor? Was he in that? Where he gets stabbed with the stake, and he like does this really dramatic, long, drawn out death. It's quite
could be. That's one that's been on my list to watch forever. I know I'm like the worst 90s kid that I have not watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know.
The OG with Christy Swanson. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I've heard nothing but good things. Like, I haven't heard a single person
be like,
haven't
seen it?
That shit sucks. I haven't. I know. I need to do it. It's just like...
even starts... This is going to take you back. It starts with a CNC Music Factory song. That sounds just like a CNC Music Factory song.
Right.
Well, I'm extra sold now.
Have you seen it, Brian? You've seen it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I own. In fact, I own the VHS copy of it. So,
you have the VHS? Hell yeah, dude!
I've got the VHS of it. It was one of my favorite movies when it came out, and so I definitely have that. Yeah.
Wait,
so
somewhere. So this
Christy
is a movie
Swanson?
Before it was the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Christy Swanson.
Yeah. Yeah. The series was based on the movie.
Yes. Paul Rubens,
my
who's
mind's
Pee Wee
blown.
Herman. Rubens, who's Pee Wee Herman, is a vampire, and he gets a stake through the heart, and he has this really long, drawn-out, overly dramatic death, and it's hysterical. And he doesn't look like
so good.
Pee Wee Herman. He's got like long hair and facial hair. David Arquette's in it. Christy Swanson, long before Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. My mind is now blown. So I've got 2 Buffy things I have to watch now.
Yes, you do. You've got everything in your collection.
I have to say,
so
looking at your wall is so dope.
I have a DVD of it.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Christy Swanson and Luke Perry.
Luke Perry.
He was in it.
Luke. That's right. Luke Perry. It was an all-star cast. I mean, these were actors that went on to become
Sutherland
huge.
too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Donald Sutherland was fantastic. Yep.
Okay.
David Arquette's in it, but he's not on here.
Yeah.
Well, when you got that star-studded of a cast, I love that cover too. Like, that's just it almost looks like a rom-com cover.
It's yeah. In fact, when Sarah Michelle Gellar came out as Buffy, I thought that's not right. It's Christy Swanson.
Right.
So I don't know. If you were to ask me Sarah Michelle Gellar or Christy Swanson, I think I'd have to go with Christy Swanson. The
Me
OG.
too.
Okay.
I wouldn't even have to think about it. She was just tremendous, and it was just such a good movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
That'll be my homework for this week. That'll be the movie I try to watch other than the assigned viewing for next week's episode.
It's fun.
So.
I think you're going to love it, right, Brian?
Okay.
I think you're going to love it.
Oh yeah, you will love it.
Okay.
It's got all the elements you would want in that kind of a movie. And again, when it came out,
fun.
it's very fun. And the cast, I mean, it's just great. Seeing the cast, these actors before they got really, really big. I mean,
Yes.
Paul Rubens was already known, obviously, from Pee Wee Herman, but everybody else was still kind of up and coming. So it's just a fun watch, Michael.
Okay.
And I think I saw it in the theater. I'm dating myself a little bit, but I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah.
sure I saw it on the big screen.
I might have too. I can't remember. I must have, because that's why I went and bought it when it came out.
I think it was 93, 92, 93.
92, 93. Yeah. Yeah. So amazing.
Yeah.
But back to this week's story down in the mines.
Off the rails a little bit here.
It happens.
So, yeah. So,
we discovered the bodies. We discovered the bodies.
Yeah, Hollis
he
finds
gets
the bodies.
nailed in
and
the
then
face. All right.
Yep. And then Howard, he's one of the other goofball kids. He flees while Sarah, Patty, Axel, and TJ attempt to escape, only to be confronted by further deaths and traps. Now they're climbing up this access ladder, and Howard's body comes
the
flying
elevator
down the tube.
Because the elevator is just like wrecked, so the cops can't get down either. Because the cops show up because they know of all the shenanigans, and they're like, they get there and the elevator's not working, so no one can get to them, and they can't get up. But besides this ladder that they just found, so they start to ascend it, and Howard's body just tumbles out of nowhere, and it's attached to a rope, and it stops. But then the force of it actually decapitates him, and the rest of his body just keeps tumbling down into the water. And you get this great shot of his head still just attached, just swinging there. I don't know if that was extended or not. It was
on a couple of the girls too from that, which is kind of a nice touch. Yeah,
yeah, that's always good to get a dead guy's blood on your face. That's good.
Of course.
So and then they make a decision that I don't quite understand, because they climb instantly down. I'm like, I mean, that's still your only way out, so you kind of have to
keep going up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever.
That's true. I didn't think about that. Why would you go back down where all of the bad things are if you have a chance to get away by going up, continuing? I don't think they were that far from the top. I don't know how far down they were.
No, they seemed like they had made pretty good progress.
Yeah, keep going, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Like Dory the fish says, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, but then you wouldn't have the fantastic ending that we do have. Kind of like, I always bring this up in Friday the 13th Part 2, when Vicky goes upstairs to look for her boyfriend, except he's in a wheelchair, so he's obviously not upstairs.
Right.
That is so true. And we covered that movie. We talked about this movie yesterday because we are going to
talk about the same thing.
No, because I didn't even think about that. But of course, it's as you said that, my mind was just like, "Duh! Why the?"
That's actually
that's
our
a good
bonus
catch.
episode tomorrow.
I never would have. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Nice.
Oh,
yeah, we're
that's
dropping
so
it on
funny.
Friday the 13th. So great catch there, because I didn't. But as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
But then we wouldn't have that awesome kill that we do with her when he comes. He jumps up out of the bed and
it's so
gets
good.
her in the corner. So there you go.
That's true. It's true.
Just don't question it. Go with it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, turn the brain off and let's just enjoy these people's decisions.
Yes,
true.
So the rest of the survivors struggle through the tunnels, and Axel seemingly dies. Or does he? And then Patty is killed not long after that with a pickaxe. And that's that. Then the masked miner attacks again, but during the final confrontation, the killer is revealed to be Axel himself.
Axel.
Who staged his death.
Not Axel.
Yeah. Not Axel.
I know.
We love him so much.
TJ's on the ground and he asks why. And then we go to a flashback that shows Axel's father was one of the supervisors murdered by Harry Warden, and witnessing that event traumatized him deeply. So
Axel was, I guess, hiding. It kind of appears like he's hiding under the dinner table, watching it all go down. And my favorite aspect of this is Axel actually doesn't say anything. to these people. They ask why, and he just stares dumbly at them, and then it goes into his head. So I don't think he even ever answered that question for them. I think he just stared at them. I think he stared at them for like 5 minutes while he was remembering.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Yep, I think so too.
I think you're right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was trying
to find stares dumbly at him.
Right, like the mask. Like,
Yeah. Such a good.
Yeah.
But then the laughter, right? I think you're about to get to it. So go.
Yeah,
that's coming up here. So TJ subdues Axel, which triggering a collapse that traps him underground. Police rescue TJ and Sarah and confirm that Harry Warden actually had died 5 years ago. However, Axel survives, amputating his own arm to escape and disappearing deeper into the mine, raving about revenge and declaring Sarah his bloody Valentine. Will you be my bloody Valentine? And then the film ends with Axel's manic laughter, echoing through the tunnels as this really cool ballad about Harry Warden plays
I was
over
gonna
the credits.
say, I hope you bring this up.
What a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
dude, it just gives you more of like a feel for the town. You get I love this song. I thought it was I was watching the credits, listening to this bop of a song. Yeah, that's great.
Yep. Agreed.
But I do love,
I
don't know if
too.
this was
fantastic.
I don't know if this was extended either, but you see him actually legit cutting his arm off with the knife in the version I saw. So you get it was a really good scene of gore as well.
No, I didn't see that. I mean, I could tell it was gone, but I assume that's what he did. But yeah, so I'll be going to YouTube shortly.
Yeah, he didn't even wait like the 72 hours or whatever that movie was where James Franco cuts his arm off because it's trapped. Homie just under a minute he makes that
just
call.
Went for it.
I'm chopping that off.
and don't forget the classic, The Severed Arm, if you've ever seen it. Fantastic film. I've never actually thought about the comparisons between My Bloody Valentine and The Severed Arm because there's cannibalism and then there's an arm cut off at the end.
Ooh.
So
okay, I don't think I've ever even heard of that one. So I'm add it to my
it's really
Letterboxd watch list right now.
It's great. The Severed
Dude,
Arm.
I bet you are just a endless trove of cool movie recommendations.
Well, I don't know about that, but The Severed Arm is one I will recommend.
Well,
it's
you
quite
pulled up
awesome.
a couple already that I'm like, I want to see them.
It's about these guys who get trapped in a mine and they're waiting to get rescued. They run out of food, they run out of water, and they decide that they're going to have to eat one of them. And so they draw straws, and this one guy who gets the shortest straw, they cut his arm off. When they get rescued, they had just cut his arm off and they were about to eat it.
That's like The Mist, where the guy kills his whole family, and then 2 seconds later the help shows up.
Oh my God, yes, it's just like that. And then it's like 5 years later, the guys who survived start getting killed one by one. And not only are they getting killed, someone's cutting off their arms.
Dude, that sounds fucking rad. I'm gonna check that one out too.
It's got like Black Christmas vibes. There's one scene like the callers coming from inside the studio. It's excellent.
Dang,
I mean, maybe not. It's not like excellent, but it's quite good for its time. I think you'll appreciate
It's a great slasher movie. I think all
The
of us
Severed
here are
Arm.
like, I think all of us here are like, we recognize that these slashers aren't fantastic pieces of film, but we love them.
Yes. You can't debate it for hours.
Yeah.
And with a title like The Severed Arm, you can't make it up.
No, that's a good, strong title. As soon as you said the name, I'm like, well, I'm intrigued.
It's good. I'll send you guys a picture of the cover.
Hell yeah.
I have a copy of it around here somewhere.
I'm sure you do.
Off the rails again. I'm horrible. I keep going off the rails. I'll stop
That's
talking.
That's the fun of podcasting,
keep
I
going.
think.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to be. I mean, we're good.
Exactly.
Oh,
I feel you.
So the wrap up on My Bloody Valentine, final kill count 16. Favorite character for me was probably Mabel, just because she was the only redeeming character here, I think. And I just thought she was great. So I would go with Mabel.
I really enjoyed Mabel. She was just a sweetheart. Yeah. She's the kind of person that would just like bake you cookies when it's your birthday without even being told.
Right.
I think I'm going to go with Mabel as well. She just seems like a genuine soul.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I think I would say Mabel as an actual character, but I'm going to go with Harry Warden himself because, I mean, it's not always we get iconic. I'm used to being over here. I'm showing it to my right. It's not often we get iconic villains in horror movies, right? Especially slashers. I mean, that whole mask, You can kind of see it, the whole mask
Yeah.
and just the eyes, right? The whole concept of it. I think Harry Warden, I mean, let me know if you agree with me here. I think Harry Warden ranks in like the top 10 of best villains, like, Leatherface, Jason, Michael Myers. I think he deserves more attention, and I think we need more My Bloody Valentine sequels.
He
I
really
agree.
is the working man's slasher. Like he's in like the
Yes.
blue collar work get up. Like, yeah, he's a man of the people.
Absolutely, and scary as hell.
Dude, it's an intimidating look.
It's terrifying. Yep.
Especially with his weapon being the pickaxe. Like that is just such a gnarly weapon. Like, yeah, he does have such an underrated great look to him. And I don't think he is talked about nearly enough when you look at like best masks for killers. I don't think he's ever mentioned.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I love that he thinks outside of the box. It's not always a pickaxe. The nail gun.
Right.
Oh yeah.
What was the other weapon? The drill. Right.
A faucet.
A faucet.
A pointy faucet.
Endless possibilities.
I mean, it wasn't just
drying machines. He really utilizes it all.
Yes.
And boiling water even. Fuck.
Right. He's a cook and he does laundry.
He was not a one-trick pony. I mean, he had a variety of ways of offing everybody, so that was cool. Yeah.
I have to ask you guys, did you like the sequel or the remake? Not the sequel, the 3D remake.
Brian hadn't seen it. I have, and I like it. It does. There's a couple things that I'm like, that's a bit much. Like the 10-minute truck stop full frontal scene. You're like, oh, this is a gratuitous. But overall, it's fun. But it's just like that. It just reeks of that early 2000s where that was kind of just how things were. We were like really misogynistic, super just like jarring cuts. It had a distinct style. Like you can watch that movie and you know exactly when it was made. But besides those couple things, I think it's still solid. I prefer this one to it, though.
Of course. Yeah, I like the remake, too. I saw it in the theater in 3D, and I thought the 3D was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. It's a fun remake. Doesn't really come close to the original. And the fact that they went down the supernatural road with it, with, is it Jensen Ackles, I think his name is? Or is that, I forget who's who in that show. But I think it would have been better if they cast someone more of an unknown actor.
Right.
Yeah, and I the twist in that, like the reveal in it, I'll spare you, Brian, but like I didn't think it was nearly as effective as this reveal.
Okay, that's good. There's a grocery store sequence though, that whole chase scene and kill scene, that was fantastic. I thought. It's good. And that wasn't gratuitous. Really they did have all their clothes on from what I recall.
And like I'm down with some nudity, but sometimes you're just like, okay, this full frontal's been going on for 5 minutes. Like,
oh my God, I know. It's like someone get her a blanket.
Seriously, it's just like, but
it looked it's cold solid. Too. She's like running around outside and
running around this truck stop and just golly,
right,
golly,
indeed.
But definitely check it out, Brian. You should still check it out.
You know, it's on my list of things to watch. I mean, I got a million things, but that one. After I watched this one, I was definitely curious about how the remake stacked up. I love to compare those and see what's different, what they did better, or maybe what they didn't do better on these. So I'm excited to watch that one and chime in. Yeah, for sure.
And the Blu-ray comes with 3D glasses, so you can watch it.
Hell yeah!
Turn all the lights out.
Well, there it is.
Not only that, you look really cool in those 3D glasses.
Yeah, you do. Y'all need more.
What was your favorite kill in this movie, Aaron?
It has to be the laundromat scene, I think.
Yeah.
Although you don't really see it, but the after effect of it, that's the most memorable, right? When I think back on My Bloody Valentine, that whole scene, I think. I don't know, that's tough. But that's the first one that comes to mind.
I agree. I mean, I obviously I loved Mabel as my favorite character, so I wasn't high on seeing her like brutally killed, but because she was stuffed in the dryer afterwards, that's kind of, I think, where I'm going to go to.
I'm going to go with Happy, just because the version I see, you get this incredible gore shot of it, the pickaxe coming up and out the eye. Yeah. So I think that was the best makeup work in the movie for me. So I'm going to go with Happy the bartender.
I think that would be a runner-up choice for me. So
yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one. Favorite scene, the shower room scene where the uniforms were dropping in all around Sylvia, I think is mine.
Yeah, that's mine too. I just think the setup and just the ambiance is really good there.
Yeah, I think I would go with that too, but I also love the intro. When we first go into the mines, that intro sequence, that's quite incredible too. if it's the first time you've ever seen My Bloody Valentine, right in those first few minutes, this is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's a perfect setup for the rest of the movie.
It's a great opening scene.
I think also because it was so unexpected. No, I mean, that was like, holy crap, what happened? So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. How screwed are we? Would we survive this movie? I would say I'm screwed because I'm claustrophobic and would never have survived in the mine by itself, let alone having a killer down there chasing me.
I think overall I'd be okay because I wouldn't go. Like, I would not be going down to the mines.
Right.
I'm staying ground side, and I probably wouldn't even be in the town because being a mine worker is the only real option. So I would have probably had to split town years ago. So I think I would actually be totally fine and I would survive this one.
I don't know. My gosh. No one's ever asked me if I would have survived My Bloody Valentine. This is a first. I'm with you, Michael, though. I don't think I would have gone down in the mines, but I probably would have gone to partake in the partying festivities outside of the mine, which probably means that I would have been one of the first ones to die because then Harry Warden would take me out and then go into the mine to get everybody else. So I don't know. I'm going to go 50-50 on this one.
Fair enough.
Or do I have to pick a side?
You don't.
No, we really don't.
We're very loosey-goosey with our rules around here.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's so much fun.
We have rules? What?
I have to say that to make us sound official, but no, we don't.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Yes.
So we do have a final girl and we have a final boy. I guess we can give them a score on 1 to 10. I'll probably give them a 9. They survived quite a bit of stuff, and plus they were very far underground when they did it.
I'm going to give them high marks too. I think I'm going to do 9 as well, just because they're real characters. You get to deal with this romantic angle with them, and they go through hell. They're literally in a mine shaft getting stalked by a pickaxing psycho. So I'm going to give them high marks. Yeah, 9. They're a really good final guy and gal.
Okay.
Guy and gal. Yes. I agree with you there. I think I would go high too. I was thinking 8, but I could probably be swayed to a 9. In fact, I think it goes back to what I was saying about Harry Warden deserves more attention. I think they deserve more attention as a final girl, final guy, because we don't see a lot of final couples, let's say.
No.
Friday the 13th, part 2 comes to mind. Maybe Nightmare on Elm Street 2, but that's kind of a weird scenario there.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't think of any others. Can you? Any other final couples?
Not off the
Return
top of my head.
Return of the Living Dead Part 3, which is one of my favorite love stories in horror.
Right. Yeah, there's not a lot of...
I can't think of any others.
Scream 6, you get the sisters, like the final girl sisters, but not a couple.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
No, it's not a very common thing. And I think that's fitting that we get a surviving couple for a Valentine's Day themed slasher movie. Ooh,
right.
Hard Eyes. You get it at Hard Eyes.
Hard Eyes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You get it in Hard Eyes.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
That
true. Must have been intentional, right?
Yeah, I bet so.
To have a couple survive.
Star grade on a scale of 1 to 5.
I'm gonna go 4. I think it's a really fun slasher. I'm a sucker for a holiday theme around a slasher movie. And before Hard Eyes, this was really the only one we had for Valentine's Day. So it's one that I definitely check out every February, and I'm gonna give it a 4. I really like it.
Yeah, me too. I love it. I'd give it a 4 as well.
I actually went a little bit up. I went a 4.5. It was just a fun watch. I know it was flirting with 5, but it settled to a 4.5. So yeah, but still, I mean, very, very good movie.
I could be swayed 4.5, but
wait, are you going to join me at the 4.5 level?
Yeah, I'll say 4.5. Just for the longevity of it. It's a classic horror movie.
Nice.
I can't give in to peer pressure. I'm going to stay grounded at 4.
Okay, good for you, though.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Your slasher survival tip: if a town bans an event for 20 years because people died horribly, do not be the generation that brings it back. Nothing good will come from that. So take that moving forward to the next Valentine dance. So, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. I want to dance.
Just like with the Prowler and what is it? Footloose.
Footloose. I just love that.
Although no one
Footloose.
dies in Footloose. Can you imagine, though? That would have been a twist.
Oh, I know.
That would have been a twist. All
Yep.
the old people in that town are psycho killers, and
And they dress
We're
like
onto something.
clowns, right? Clowns
Yes.
with pitchforks. They all
Yes.
show up.
Mhm.
They all come
Yeah,
out
we
of
should
the
just
cornfield.
mix. Yeah, we should just mix Clown in a Cornfield and Footloose together, and really just
Right.
make a fun one.
Right. That'd be interesting, to say the least.
Didn't see that coming.
So now it's the part of the podcast where we bring you the scare preview, movies that are up and coming that we are looking forward to. Now, I got caught in this universe recently within the last, 3 or 4 weeks, but Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 will be coming out, directed by Scott Chambers. Screenplay by Richard Stanley, and this just sounds really good so far. What we know, Pooh and Piglet were slaughtered, their reign of terror buried deep in the dirt, but something in 100 Acre Wood refuses to stay dead. The massacre never ended, it's only just begun, and they are coming bigger, deadlier, and hungrier. This movie was given a much bigger budget than the previous films, and kind of odd, they have a release date of May 28th of 2026 for Russia, but not for the United States at this moment, but I'm sure it's coming soon after that. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 3 is something I'm getting excited about.
Hell yeah. I didn't realize it was coming out that soon. I
know.
I got to interview Scott Chambers like a year or two ago.
Really?
Before part 2 even came out. And I've had Louis Santer on my show a couple times too, who plays Tigger. Is he back? Is Tigger back in part 3?
He better be.
I'm looking at
because he was the coolest part of part 2.
Yeah, they haven't given out the full cast yet. I think it's just now going into it's in pre-production, so this is going to be a quick shoot if they're looking at a May release.
That's gonna be crazy.
He's
a lot of
listed
details
on
are-
IMDb. Lewis is in
Is
here, and Shaylee
Okay.
Reagan is in here. I talked with her recently.
Perfect.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the
I'm psyched.
Poohniverse movies. I think they're a
Oh
lot
my
of fun.
God,
I know
yes.
they're not.
I
I know
love
they're
the
panned by
Bambi.
critics, but I think there's some enjoyment there.
And
Bambi one is
controversial,
so good.
but they're so good. So much
they're-
fun. Yeah.
The Peter Pan
Yeah.
one is very dark and disturbing.
It's my favorite
Doesn't
one of
even.
the.
Oh, so good. Yes, I love it.
It's
I love it.
creepy. Yeah, they take
I'm-
very dark turns but it works so well. I think it's really well done.
I'm supposed to interview the actor who plays Peter Pan next month, so
Ooh.
stay tuned.
Ooh.
It hasn't
That'll
happened
be
yet, so I
sick.
don't know if it will, but stay tuned. I'm supposed to chat with
Okay.
him.
Keep my eyes peeled, see if it, because that would be a cool interview. He seems like because he plays
Seems
such a
like a lot
fucking
of fun.
psycho in that movie.
Oh my God.
Indeed. Oh my God. Yes.
It'd be cool
Yeah.
to see him just like as a normal person having a conversation. But yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And Louis
Very
Santer is
cool.
fantastic as Tigger. We're supposed to get a Tigger
he is.
spin-off movie, part of the Poohniverse.
Really?
We need to. Hopefully, we still do. But yeah, I love those movies.
Me too.
My pick is called Forbidden Fruits. It's a American comedy horror film coming out. It stars Lily Reinhart, Victoria Pedretti, who is famous from the series You. It's got Emma Chamberlain, Gabrielle Union, and it is this employee named, they're all named after fruits, but Apple secretly runs a witchy femme cult in the basement of a mall store after hours with fellow fruits, Cherry and Fig. But when new hire Pumpkin challenges their performative sisterhoods, the women are forced to face their own poisons or succumb to bloody fate. It's got Diablo Cody producing, which I love Diablo Cody. And it's a first-time director. It's Meredith Alloway. This is her feature film debut. But she also co-wrote the script. This one just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I love witchy convent like kind of movies, especially with some comedy added in as well. So I love it. It kind of sounds like it might be like Mean Girls meets The Coven meets some other horror comedy movie, but it looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. And that comes out
Right on.
March 20th. Yeah, March 20th, 2026.
Cool. Very cool. Anything coming out that you're excited about, Aaron?
Oh, there's so much, but one that I'm really excited about is Hokum by Damian McCarthy, who did Oddity
Yes.
and Caveat. I love Caveat. I loved Oddity, but Caveat was so good with that scary little rabbit. and it's frightening. So I'm really excited for Hokum.
Hokum just released like that teaser trailer, and it's got some creepy ass imagery in it. So like I'm pumped for it.
And he's so good at jump scares and scary settings and scary sort of the tone of his films is just frightening. I can't wait.
Yeah. No, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. Well, that wraps up episode 54 of Opening Kill. Special thanks to Aaron from A&B Horror Movies for sitting in. It was such great fun to have you here, Aaron. I hope you come back. You're welcome anytime.
Yes, you guys are fantastic. This was an absolute blast. I'd love to come on. Just let me know. I will come back in a heartbeat. See what I did there? This was fun.
Heartbeat. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Tying it all together.
Yes.
But yeah, I do want to say thank you for coming on. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on all the socials. We're on Insta and Facebook, soon to be on TikTok. Tell your friends about us. And you know what? We're video now too, Michael.
I know. So you can hop on the old YouTube anytime, any place, and get the video version. We also throw on just the audio in case you don't want to stare at our faces. We won't take it personally, but you have options there on YouTube. And if you want to have a comment, you maybe want to recommend a movie for us to cover in the future, shoot us an email, openingkillpod@gmail.com.
So a couple of things coming up. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. So we have a bonus episode for you. Friday the 13th, part 2, with researcher Shay joining us on that. And then next Thursday, we'll be back to our normal episode. We will bring you Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. So join us tomorrow and next week and for all the other episodes too. So
yeah. Binge us anytime.
That's right. We will talk to you next time. Thanks.
See ya.
Opening Kill is produced by Mystic Cloud Productions and hosted by Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And don't forget, you can watch the video versions on YouTube. See you next time, if you survive the opening kill.